Howdy, this video will cover substitution and elimination combined, alright? And in class we did 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, and 12. So let's go ahead and start. Number 2. We can do either substitution or elimination. So given number 2, we have our x's and our y's lined up. So for this one, we're going to want to use elimination. So using elimination, let's go ahead and cancel the x's, okay? So looking at your bottom number and then your top number, what times 2 is going to give you 6? That's going to be 3. So then 3 times 2x is 6x, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12y, and 3 times 10 is 30. And then we're going to add down. X's cancel. Negative 8 plus negative 12 is negative 20, y. And then 10 plus 30 is 40. Now to get y by itself, divide by negative 20. And we'll have y equals negative 2. Now we need to solve for x. So we're going to plug this back into our equation. So we'll get negative 6x minus 8 times y, which is negative 2, equals 10. Negative 8 times negative 2 is 16. So we'll have negative 6x plus 16 equals 10. Now to solve for x, we need to subtract 16 from both sides first. So we'll get negative 6x equals negative 6, because 10 minus 16 is negative 6. Then divide by negative 6, and x equals 1. 1. That's it. Okay, number 3. We have y equals 4x minus 11 and 4x minus y equals 11. So since we have y equals, we need to use substitution. So since y equals 4x minus 11, replace the y in the second equation with 4x minus 11. So doing that, we'll have 4x minus, there's a 1 in front of that y, so minus 1. Then instead of y, put parentheses, 4x minus 11, close parentheses, equals 11. Now we're going to distribute our negative 1 inside. So we'll get 4x, and then negative 1 times 4x is negative 4x. Negative 1 times negative 11 is positive 11, and then equals 11. Now combine like terms, your x's will cancel, and you'll get 11 equals 11, which is a true statement. Therefore, we have a dependent system, which has infinite solutions. Okay, number 4. We have our x's and our y's lined up, so therefore we can use elimination. So we're going to want to add down already. Well, first of all, what do we want to cancel? Let's go ahead and cancel the x's because it's already set up for us. We already have a positive 5 and a negative 5, so that when we add down, they'll cancel. So the x's cancel, and then we're going to add our y's. So negative 7 plus negative 10 is negative 17y. Negative 2 plus negative 15 is negative 17. Now to get y by itself, divide by negative 17. And we'll have y equals 1. Now to solve for x, plug this y back into one of your equations. And so you'll get 5x minus 7 times y, which is 1, equals negative 2. Negative 7 times 1 is negative 7, so you have 5x minus 7 equals negative 2. To solve for x, we add 7 to both sides first. We'll get 5x equals negative 2 plus 7 is 5, and then divide by 5, and you'll get x equals 1. Okay, now go ahead and flip it over. We're going to go ahead and do number 9. Number 9, we have our x's and our y's lined up again, so let's go ahead and use elimination. And I want to go ahead and do, let's go ahead and eliminate the y's. So if you eliminate the y's, look at your small number and then your large number, and no matter what you multiply 4 by, you won't get 5. So that means we need to multiply both equations by a number. So multiply 4 by 5, multiply 5 by 4. So multiply the top by 5, multiply the bottom by 4. And now multiply. So 5 times 8x is 40x. 5 times 4 is 20. And then 20 times 5 is 100. 4 times negative 10 is negative 40. 4 times 5 is 20. And then 4 times negative 25 is negative 100. Now you're going to add down. and everything cancels. So you have 0 equals 0, which is dependent, and that has infinite solutions. Okay, now on to number 10. We have a y equals, so therefore we need to use substitution. So instead of using the y in the first equation, we're going to replace it with what y equals, negative 6x plus 21. So doing that, we'll get negative 3x minus 3, and instead of y, use parentheses, negative 6x plus 21 equals negative 18. Now distribute your negative 3 inside the parentheses. We'll get negative 3x, and then negative 3 times negative 6 is positive 18. Negative 3 times 21 is negative 63, and then equals negative 18. Now combine like terms. Negative 3 plus 18 is 15, so 15x minus 63 equals negative 18. To get x by itself, we first need to add 63 to both sides. So you'll get 15x equals 45. And then to get x by itself, we divide by 15, and x equals 3. But wait, we're not done yet. We now need to solve for y. So plug this solve for x into your y equation and solve for y. So you'll get y equals negative 6 times x, which is 3, plus 21. Negative 6 times 3 is negative 18, plus 21. So then y equals negative 18 plus 21 is 3. So y equals 3. Last question, number 12. Again, we have y equals, so we need to use substitution. So instead of the y in the first equation, replace y with what y equals, which is negative 4x plus 11. So write your equation, negative 2x minus 5, and instead of y, put parentheses. And negative 4x plus 11, and then equals 17. Now distribute your 5. You'll get negative 2x. Negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20. Negative 5 times 11 is negative 55, and then that equals 17. Now combine like terms. Negative 2 plus 20 is 18x, minus 55 equals 17. Now we need to add 55 to both sides to get x by itself. We'll get 18x equals 72. Okay, so now to get x by itself, divide by 18, and x will equal 4. But wait, again, we need to put that x into our y equation to solve for y. Let's do that. So we'll have y equals negative 4 times x, which is 4, plus 11. Negative 4 times 4 is negative 16, plus 11. So therefore, y equals negative 5. Boom, done. Yay. Okay, so thanks for watching. Make sure to do the rest of your work, and okay, bye.